Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Compleon, and welcome to the tier list. Now the tier list is a very special kind of thing. It's been going absolutely viral. You see, people have been using it to rank all sorts of different things, and it's been getting a lot of attention. Personal favorites of people might include favorite TV shows, favorite movies, and favorite STD. Now we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're not gonna be ranking artists or songs. Oh, God forbid that be too controversial. We're ranking music genres, because we all know how much we love to watch people fight over to see which genre is the best. Now I put them into different tiers here, so now remember people, nobody can really say what is the best genre. It's not fact, everything is opinion, except if it's my opinion, because I am always right. So here are the tiers, and starting off to the worst tier, we have ear harassment. Now this is just horrendous. Like, I don't even know why this genre of stuff exists. I can't do it. Then we have bad, which is just bad. It just is what it is. And then we have ite. So it's kind of mid. It's like in there, but it's not good. It's not bad. It's mid. That's what it is. And then good, of course, is good. And then great is like, oh wow, this probably revolutionized something. Like, this really started a trend and it kept on going. Like, this is a big genre. And then nut. You guys take that as you will. So now let's start off with a chill kind of genre. You know, like chill. So what is chill? So basically chill is like EDM, kind of. It's not quite lo-fi, it's a little bit more umped up. It's not really good for relaxing, which is weird because it's called chill. It's just something that you would drive really late at night with. So it's kind of like an in-between between cyberpunky and funky. I think Memory Reboot, perfect example for chill. This genre is just such a good mood enhancer, and just like if you're on a late night drive, it is a really good genre, especially at night. I'm gonna put it at the top of good. You know, it's not like something that you can listen to all the time, but it's something that you can listen to when working out or just on late night drives or when you're really in your feels. So I feel like it's a really good one. Next, we have Chill Step. Now this is basically an upped version of chill. It's not great. We're putting it at bad. Next we have 8-bit chiptone. Now, what I'm assuming what this is it's like taking songs and making them 8-bit. I think it's a great idea, so I'm gonna put it in ite. It's good, but it's not something that I would like turn on and be like, I'm gonna listen to 8-bit today. You know, like you can't just listen to it in a while. But it's cool to watch and it's cool to see, so I feel like it's very comfortably in ite. Next genre, disco. Disco is a very interesting genre. Like, it was born, you know, out of the 60s and 70s. It was such a kind of a good feeling kind of deal, and it like spread out a lot of positivity, good vibes overall. It's not as popular today. I know it is what it is, but I feel like disco paved the way to a lot of really positive reinforcement kind of songs. I'm gonna put it in great. Next, deep house. I personally really like deep house. It's kind of like it's a subgenre of EDM, and it's really kind of pumpy. You know, like it's a lot like chill, but not in the same way that chill is. So I'm gonna put it. It's kind of like a subgenre, so I'm putting it at good behind chill. Next, elevator music. Okay, here's the deal. People will make fun of elevator music, like, oh, his music sounds like elevator music. But can we just agree that some elevator music just slaps like this? Oh, yeah. Just chilling. Like, if this was playing in the elevator, I'd be vibing. So I'm going to put this right above ite. It's not good, it's not bad. I'm putting it above 8-bit, you know, because like I just feel like it's a little bit better. K-pop. Now, I don't listen to K-pop. I'm not putting it out. I know I'm hovering over it. Do not come attack me, BTS fans. I think K-pop is good. I think it's above chill. I think it's not great because it wasn't. Okay, maybe I'll put it on great, okay, because it did revolutionize a lot of different things. Revolutionized BTS fan clubs. Next, future bass. I freaking love future bass. I'm putting this at great. Now, you're probably thinking, future bass, what the heck is that? It's basically a very niche genre. of EDM, and it's all about the bass sound design. Almost like chill, but so hyper. Like when you think of festivals, you think of future bass. I think this is one of the best EDM subgenres out there, so I'll put it right behind K-pop because it's so good. Alright, next we have the most controversial one of them all, country. Now here's the deal. I rarely listen to country. I don't love country. I don't mind it. I don't think it's good or bad. So I am putting it right in the middle of it. Alright, country fans, before you come to my house and kidnap my children, hear me out. I have a scientific explanation for this. Now, I don't think country is bad. I think it's actually kind of good. But the reason why I'm not putting it at good is because in the last 10 to 20 years of country being made, I've paid close attention to this, almost nothing has changed. I'm being dead serious. To the instruments, the sound design, even like some of the lyrics of how things are written. Of course, I'm not saying country's all like all beer girls and whatever. It's not. It's not. It definitely goes deeper. However, if you take its parent genre, rock and roll, because country was kind of birthed from rock and roll. A lot of different subgenres were birthed from rock and roll. Rock and roll has changed so much in the last 5 years. Rap has changed exponentially since 2000. EDM, same thing. Pop, same thing. Everything is continuing to evolve and keep going. But country, I listened to a country song in 2000 and I listen to one now. It just doesn't change, and maybe that's why it has its charm, because it stays the same. It's something that you can kind of come home to. Moving on to the next one, rap. Alright, so rap is a big one, a very, very big one. I'm putting this bad boy at great, right above disco. Now, I am not the biggest rap fan. Like, I know, of course, a bunch of artists, and I listen to rap in the car, but it's kind of a little bit more background noise for me. You know, like, I just kind of like the bass, and I kind of like grooving onto it. But the amount of influence rap has had around the music industry is exponential. It's gotten to the point where almost 40% of the songs on the top Billboard 100 are rap. Now, now you're probably thinking, why wouldn't you put it at nut? If it has had such an influence on music as a culture in general, why not nut? Because there's only one other genre in that sort of deal that's the king of it, and that's R&B. R&B gave birth to rap. You know, like this is why rap exists. R&B. Right here, rap and blues, baby. Rap and like, if I listen to something smooth that somebody's rapping, oh my god, just gotta love R&B. R&B is definitely a nut level genre for sure. So away from R&B and rap, let's get to another controversial opinion. Jazz. I don't usually listen to jazz, but I'm putting it at nut. And the reason why is because, like I said, it's had a huge impact on the music industry. It has a huge section of the music industry. I think it even has its own Grammy section of the music. I could be wrong. Don't really you feel free to fact check me if you like. Hip hop. Now, hip hop, of course, is a subgenre of R&B and rap, so I'm gonna just kind of put it right behind rap in this because it's kind of like another subgenre. It's not. I'm not saying the same thing, but it's still great. It's still a great genre. I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right. Next, of course, is orchestral, or also known as classical. This is another nut tier genre. Now, the reason why I say that is because, of course, Beethoven, Wolfgang, Wagner, like all these different people, the music industry was kind of born off the ashes of what classical is. It's gorgeous, so I'm putting it as above rap in this, just because it's kind of the grandfather of all music. So, I'm putting it right there. Alright. Next one, kind of a controversial one, metal. I'm putting this one at alright. Now the thing is, metal is of course, a subgenre of rock and roll. However, it is way too much a lot of the time. Like, I get, like, you can get into your feelings like that, but at the same time, I feel like rock and roll and punk can already kind of get that for you, but it's a lot. So metal, it's not a good genre for me, it's not a bad genre for me. I just think that it's a little too much all the time. And then of course we're getting into death metal, and that's just bad. Because at the same time, music is such an expressive art, you know? And then when it gets to death metal and like talking, and then it gets into like the satanic stuff, and I'm not super Christian or anything like that, but like even that, when it involves stuff like that, gets me really uncomfortable as a listener. Like, I can see how people can get really into it, but as somebody who's like joining in, it's like, oh, listen to the music I listen to, and it's death metal, it's a real like, ugh. It's kind of a, yeah, I'm good, you know, like it's not great. And then we have goth. I'm not gonna say anything more. Next one, we got reggae. Now, reggae is definitely a very, not a lot of people can listen to reggae. It's kind of like a flowy one. So here's the thing with reggae here, like, my opinion doesn't really matter because it belongs in great, I believe, because the niche market that it's in is very large. They're just very feel-good sort of vibes. It's kind of like disco, where it just like created a bunch of paths for different subgenres, which is really good. You know, it's a good way to kind of start things off. So yeah, I'll put that right there. Next one, pop. Now, this one is super controversial, but I'm putting it in nut. And the reason why, do not come after me, is because of the fact what the pop genre is. Now think about this. The pop genre is so diverse because I feel like there isn't really such thing as a certified pop genre. Of course, there's like, oh, I make pop music, but like when it comes to pop, because what pop is, it's popular music. However, of course, there's like a genre that's like, oh, this is what we think pop sounds like. But in reality, what popular music is so diverse. It could be anything. Next, rock and roll, nut level, for sure. Now, as I was saying before, rock and roll gave birth to so many different sorts of genres. It gave birth to bluegrass, it gave birth to folk, it gave birth to rock, it gave birth to metal, it gave birth to punk, it gave birth to country, all these different sorts of genres, and it's still surviving and thriving today, and it's not being overtaken. Rock and roll is such an amazing and diverse genre. It deserves nut level, for sure. Let me know if you guys like this, you know, and if you think my opinions are valid. If I missed any sort of genres, first of all, I'm sorry, and just let me know in the comments, and then I'll make another one. I'll make a little refresh every so often. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.